you can see the answer to the quiz that just happened. Uh, what is the minimum number of gates required to implement a XOR gate? We discussed it in the previous class. It was four NAND gates. The second question is which is easiest to implement product of sums using you're assuming only one kind of gates are allowed. We discussed this maybe in last class or the class before that, that NOR followed by NOR gives you POS, product of sums. Then the third question, what is the minimum number of bits each number should be written? So we have 3 bits in first question, means 3 bits are required to minimum 3 bits are required to represent 5. Similarly, 3 bits are required to represent 6. So the final number can have maximum 3 bits and 3 bits. So 6 bits it can have maximum 6 bits, and even then obviously you will have to include one more for the sign. So you'll require 7 bits would be the correct answer. Okay.
Sir, but -6 require 4 bits. Na?
But the final answer requires only 7 bits. Is that not correct? What do you think? Maximum 7 bits.
So it can be represented in 6 bits as well, since 30 can be represented in 5 bits and 1 bit can be there for the sign.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, and it asks for the minimum.
Sir, even on calculating, the answer will come correct for 6 bits.
Okay.
7 is, sir, the maximum case if you're considering 3-bit numbers. But here we are not considering 3-bit numbers. We are considering -6 and 5 in decimal.
Yeah, you are right. Anyway, it will be a logistical nightmare. So for us to include that, it will finally maybe affect 0.01 marks. So don't worry about it. Okay. But I agree with you. For this particular case, 6 would be fine. Okay. But you will not see that in your final. Don't worry about it, because I already told you most of the marks are for attempting. Okay, come here to the class and attempt the questions. Okay. Are you okay with that?
So, sir, like this type of question, if it is repeated this kind, so answer should be 6 only, no, sir?
No, I think 7 is also fine. Means if you look at it from one point of view. Okay, but 6 is also fine.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Question number 4. We already discussed this in the previous class, which most of you have maybe attended the previous class, so you know the answer to it. The last question, question number 5, ripple carry adder. We already discussed that a little bit, not this question directly, but in a carry look ahead adder, it adds a lot of complexity. So if you have 2 or 3 bit numbers that you are adding, then it might make more sense to just use a ripple carry adder over a carry look ahead adder. But if the number of bits is, let us say, 64, then 64 will require a very long time to do the addition. But if we were to use a ripple carry adder, it will make our life much easier. Okay.
Sir, even in the case of a smaller number of bit, ripple carry will take smaller number, means small time than what carry look ahead.
In case of ripple carry adder, smaller time than carry look ahead adder.
No, sir. Carry look ahead adder take a smaller time, even in the case of a smaller number of bits. So we do not use ripple carry in any situation.
Let us say we are adding two bit numbers. Do you think that will be the case?
No, sir. No, sir.
Huh?
No, sir.
Okay.
Sir, but
Yeah.
we can also say that ripple carry would be preferred for very large number of bits, because carry look ahead adder will add lots of complexity.
Yeah,
Yes,
that
sir.
that is another way of looking at it. I can see that as well. That because if we have 64 bits, then how many gates would be
Sir,
required
because
to do
it
that?
requires many number of times the gates required for ripple carry.
You are right.
And
That is
sir,
another way of looking at
sir,
it.
in the
Anyway,
last class, you said also this, that it will increase the complexity.
yeah. Anyway, don't worry about the correct answer. Okay, as I told you, most of the marks are for the attendance in the quiz. Okay, but
Sir,
I can see your point as well. Yeah, go ahead.
sir, I joined the quiz on time, but I was unable to see the first question.
So that's why don't worry about
Yes,
that
sir.
that either. Okay, as long as you are present for one question, you will get at least 8 marks. Okay, out of 10.
So, sir, if the question is not visible to us, then also it will show that we were present for this question, or it will
So
mark.
see, if you do not answer any even one single question, then we'll give you 0 for the whole quiz. But if you answer at least one question, that means that you are present for the quiz, and you'll get 8 marks. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Even if you answer it incorrectly. Okay. That is why I had mentioned that please do not use your WhatsApp groups and all those things. Yeah. Why don't you try answering these questions? Okay.
So, sir, at least one should be marked for attendance.
What? Yeah, yeah. Otherwise, how would I know that you were there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But I know some of you will answer one and then go away. What can I do, yaar? Anyway, you want to cheat, you are cheating yourself. Anyway. Okay.
Sir, I have doubt in question number 3.
Yeah, go ahead.
Before calculating the answer, we would not be knowing what the answer would be. So, in general, if we have any 2, 3
Yeah,
bit numbers, we need 7 bits.
Yeah, that's correct. That's correct. Okay. Okay. Anyway, let us move on to the class. Can you see my board?
Yes.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
हटो बैठना है तुम्हें कुर्सी पे चलो बैठे रहो Okay, anybody has a question in the class from the previous class or anything before that?
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, for a lot of circuits, we are able to make the circuit, but we are not able to get the circuit which has the minimum number of gates. So, is there
Yeah.
a specific procedure that we can follow so that we get the minimum number of gates?
No, I don't think so. It is a little more. One has to have the intuition to do that. Well, for example, I don't expect anybody to come up with minimum number of gates for XOR gate, for example, if you did not already know the answer to it. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, like we had the question in the quiz, minimum number of bits that would be required. So, sir,
Yeah.
for any 3-bit number, when it's multiplied with the 3-bit number, we can say
Yeah.
that it will require 6 bits. Or in that particular question only, we are saying that minimum 6 bits will be required.
What is the biggest 6-bit number? 3-bit number. Sorry.
7.
111.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Similarly, what is the biggest 3-bit number again? It's 111. Okay. If you multiply these two, what are you going to get? 7 minus 7. Sorry, 7 by 7, 49. 49 will be how many bits? 32 is 6 bits.
Yes, okay, 7
So,
bits.
so
will
49 is
required.
going to be 7 bits.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
So, sir, we should take always 1 bit extra. Like if we are having 4 and 3 bits, so we should go on with 9 bits.
Yeah, yeah. We will keep both the numbers in the same number of bits. So, if 4 and 3 bits means 2 4-bit numbers. You can think of it that way.
Okay, sir. Then we will
Okay.
go for 9 bit.
Yeah.
minimum.
Yeah. In a general
Okay.
scenario. Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, but if we take it in this form, like in the question, -6 को अगर हम सर रिप्रेजेंट करेंगे तो वो 4 बिट्स में रिप्रेजेंट होगा, और अगर हमें मल्टीप्लाई करें तो हम
Yes,
5
sir.
को भी 4 बिट्स में ही कन्वर्ट करेंगे, तो उस हिसाब से तो सर फिर आंसर चेंज आ जाएगा, फिर तो मैक्स मिनिमम मतलब नंबर ऑफ
नहीं,
बिट्स वो तो
नहीं,
9 हो जाएंगे।
यार हमें फाइनल आंसर की मैक्सिमम नंबर ऑफ बिट्स मिनिमम नंबर ऑफ बिट्स चाहिए। फाइनल आंसर में कितने होने चाहिए, मैक्सिमम बिट्स कितने हो सकते हैं फाइनल आंसर में, ये बताओ, उससे डिसाइड होगा।
सर मतलब मेरा मुझे वही समझ में नहीं आ रहा सर कि जैसे हम जो -6 को रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं बाइनरी में उस कॉम्प्लीमेंट फॉर्म में तो 4 बिट्स चाहिए, और 5 को अगर हम मतलब सेम नंबर ऑफ बिट्स रखना चाहते हैं तो उसमें भी हम 4 बिट्स ही लेंगे, तो उस हिसाब से
वही तो तुम
तो
समझ नहीं रहे हो यार, वो बात यहाँ से आई थी। ये वी वांट टू नो हाउ मेनी मैक्सिमम नंबर ऑफ बिट्स, मिनिमम नंबर ऑफ बिट्स आर रिक्वायर्ड टू रिप्रेजेंट द नंबर फुली। ओके, तो एक 5 और 6 को मल्टीप्लाई करोगे तो क्या आएगा, या 7 और 7 को मल्टीप्लाई करोगे तो कितने बिट्स चाहिए तुम्हें?
7 बिट्स चाहिए।
नहीं, 7 और 7 को मल्टीप्लाई करोगे 6 सफिशिएंट है ना?
सर
3 + 3 टू द पावर, हाँ 6 सफिशिएंट है ना? 7 और 7 को मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे तो फॉरगेट अबाउट द साइन फॉर नाउ, फॉरगेट अबाउट द साइन।
हाँ सर।
नहीं है 6 सफिशिएंट नहीं है?
यस
तो
सर।
अगर साइन को इंक्लूड करें तो कितनी आनी चाहिए फाइनल आंसर में, अगर साइन को भी इंक्लूड कर लें उसमें? 6 + 1 7। Okay, so please try to understand where we are coming from. We are coming from the final answer. The final answer will require only, if you are talking about the unsigned number, then it requires only 6 bits. ठीक है ना? वो जो तुम फोर्थ बिट बोल रहे हो उसमें भी 7 -6 को रिप्रेजेंट करने के लिए दैट फोर्थ बिट ऑल्सो इज ऑफ द साइन बिट, नो, बट वी डू नॉट रिक्वायर 2 साइन बिट्स, we require only 1 sign bit, whether it's the final number or the multiplicand.
यस
ठीक है ना? हम अपनी उसको ज़िंदगी को आसान करना चाहते हैं, तो आसान कैसे होगी? हम वी फर्स्ट फाइंड आउट हाउ मेनी टोटल बिट्स आर रिक्वायर्ड इन द फाइनल आंसर इंक्लूडिंग द साइन, एंड we'll take that as the initial multiplicand. Okay?
ओके सर।
Okay. So since we are talking about this, let us talk about something called as overflow. Okay. So in our, when we are doing our calculations on the board or your home on your notebooks, you do not have any limitation on the number of bits that you have. But when you are talking about computers, there is always a limitation on the number of bits that you can have. Most of the computers, not most, I think, I don't think anybody would be having a 10-year-old computer now. But if you have one, maybe it's a 32-bit system, but probably everybody has a 64-bit system now. Okay, so all the numbers are represented in 64 bits. Obviously, some of them are there for sign and all those things. So if you have ever done a divide by zero sort of situation, have you ever seen something called as, I don't know, which language have you used till now in the previous courses?
Java.
Java. Okay. Do you have something called as NA? I don't know whether you have NaN in Java or not. I also did it in my
Yes,
first
sir, we
year
have.
BTech. We have NaN.
Yes,
So
sir.
what does NaN stand for?
Not a
Not a
number.
number.
Not a number. So it is a number, but Java cannot handle it. Okay, your computer cannot, more accurately, your computer cannot handle it. Okay, that is the problem. It's not the problem of the number not being present. Okay, when it says not a number, it only means that the computer is unable to handle it. What that means is that you have had an overflow. Your number cannot be contained within the number of bits that are available to you. Okay. So for example, if we were to do this, instead of multiplication, if we had a sum, okay, and we were adding these two numbers, and we only had, let us say, we were operating in a 4-bit system. Okay, so we have 0 0 0 1 1 1 and 0 1 1 1. Okay, when you add these two numbers together, what do you get? Okay, when you add these two numbers, what do you get? Zero plus 1, 0, sorry, 1 plus 1 is 1 0. So 1 goes to carry. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 1 1. 1 carry. Again 1 carry, and we get a 1 1 1 0. Okay, assuming that we are talking about 2's complement representation of these numbers. So when you are adding two numbers, okay, we are adding 0 1 1 1 and 0 1 1 1, we finally got a number which is 1 1 1 0. Okay, mathematically it is correct, but as far as the computer is concerned, what is it going to see this number as? क्या हुआ इस नंबर का? हमने दो, we took two positive numbers, and finally if we are saying that we are writing in 2's complement representation, so finally what happened? What did you get? You got a negative number. You got a negative number, which is not correct. Okay, so we have to come up with an algorithm. At least the system, the computer should know, or the user should know that there has been some error. Okay, that is how Java does this. Java says not a number. Although if it wanted to, if Java wanted to, the compiler could spit out a number. Okay, and you could get that that number, but obviously that number is going to be incorrect. So when the computer or the program already knows that there is an error, so the program should be able to tell me, or my circuit should be able to tell me, why you made an error, this number cannot be contained within the limitations that you have given me. Here the limitation is that you have a 4-bit signed number. Okay, 4-bit 2's representation number. So a 4-bit cannot possibly handle a number greater than, if you are including the sign, a number greater than 0 1 1 1 cannot be represented using 4 bits. Okay, we are talking about positive numbers. So so when you see this, it is obviously incorrect. Okay, so how there is a logic. Okay, what is that logic? That if your final carry is not equal to the second last carry, that implies an overflow. Okay, so if you look at this system,
Excuse me, sir.
yeah,
सर ये जैसे हमने नॉर्मल एडिशन करा, जैसे हम बाइनरी नंबर्स का एडिशन करते हैं,
हाँ.
तो सर इसमें मतलब आपने भी बोला ना कि ये गलत है सर, तो
हाँ.
गलत क्यों है सर? मतलब आंसर तो ठीक आ रहा है.
but it's a 2's complement representation, no, in a 4-bit.
तो इसमें एक एक्स्ट्रा बिट भी होनी चाहिए, हम ये
हाँ,
कहना चाह रहे हैं सर.
हाँ हाँ,
ओके सर.
तो 4 bits में रिप्रेजेंट नहीं हो सकता ना ये, क्योंकि how many 7 plus 7 is what 14 requires how many bits? If we forgot about the sign,
हाँ, 4 बिट.
4 bits, but we'll require one more for the sign. We'll require a 5-bit system to do 7 plus 7. It cannot be contained within a 4-bit sign system.
ओके सर.
Okay, so if your final carry is not equal to the second last carry, that means there has been overflow. So what is the second last carry here? Second last carry is, this is the second last carry. Okay, and final carry is how much? यहाँ से इन दो इसके सम से क्या carry मिल रही है हमें? 0. Okay, so the final carry is 0 and the second last carry is 1. So when they are not equal to each other, in that case you will get a that means that an overflow has occurred. Okay, let us do a few more examples so that it becomes clear to you. Let us do 0 0 1 or 0 0 0 1 plus 0 1 1 0. Okay, if I do this, if I add these two numbers, what do I get? This will be 1 1 1. The second last carry is 0 again. Okay, and the last carry is 0. Okay, so the last carry and the second last carry are the same, so that means there is no overflow. Now let us do a similar thing again. If I do what? Let us add to, let us do this. Okay, 1 0 0 0 plus 0 1 1 1. If I have this, what do I get? So if I add these two numbers, this is 1 1 1 1, and the second last carry was 0. The final carry is what? Final carry क्या है जो बाहर निकल रही है इससे? Is final
Zero.
additions again zero.
Zero.
So since they both are identical, that means that you don't have an overflow. So what do you get here? What is this number 111? ये क्या है?
7.
7 sure?
15.
नहीं 15 नहीं है यार. Binary is 2's
Minus
complement
one.
represent.
Minus
2's
1.
Minus one.
minus 1. It is minus 1. Okay. 1000 is, this is minus 8. Okay. And this is plus 7. When you add these two, you'll get minus 1. So if you take 2's complement, you will get 0, 0, 0, 0 plus 1 is 1. Okay. So it's minus 1. Okay. So this is your final answer. What are you going to do? If you want to get the real output, okay, what do? You take 2's complement of this. 2's complement के लिए हमें क्या करना होता है? We'll invert all of these and add 1 to it. If I invert all of these, I get 0, 0, 0, 0 plus 1. So we'll get 1 and a minus sign along with it. Okay. ठीक है? Where is? So if you have 4-bit 4-bit numbers, you can go from minus 8 to plus 7. Okay, that is the representation range. Okay, you can represent minus 8, minus 7, minus 6, and so on and so forth until 0 and then positive. So using 4-bit 2's complement representation. Okay. Now so please understand that we will never have an overflow when we are adding a positive and a negative number. Okay. Do you all agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, when a positive number and a negative number are being added, we'll never have an overflow, because overflow will only occur when you require more number of bits than they are there. So since your numbers can be contained, each of these numbers can be contained within the number of bits that are given to you, it does not really, when you add these two, positive and negative, means essentially you're reducing the quantity of one of them. You are never going to get an overflow. So which can be seen here also. If you have a positive and a negative number, what is going to happen? If the incoming what will be the incoming carry here? If the incoming carry here is 1, then the outgoing carry has to be 1. Okay, do you agree in this case?
Yes, sir.
If the incoming carry is 1, then the outgoing carry has to be 1, because अगर 1 होगा तो यहाँ पर 1 1 मिलके 0 हो जाएगा and outgoing carry will be 1. So that will be satisfied. Now if incoming carry is 0, then the outgoing carry is going to be what? If incoming carry is 0 in this case, it will be 0. Okay. So that condition is being satisfied anyway when two different signed numbers are being added together. Okay. Obviously you'll have only problems when your signs are same. Okay. So in this case, when you, for example, in this case, what is happening? If you have two positive numbers, what is happening? When if you're adding two positive numbers, what do you want? Your incoming carry should definitely be what? Here. If you're adding two positive numbers and you do not want an overflow, what should your incoming carry here be? क्या होना चाहिए? 0. Because outgoing carry will definitely be 0. Okay, outgoing carry will definitely be 0, so incoming carry has to be 0. So and similarly, when you are adding two negative numbers, the incoming carry has to be 1, otherwise you will get a problem. Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
सर एक चीज सर, जैसे ये जो हमने लास्ट वाला एग्जांपल किया अभी 100, सर इससे हमने मतलब डायरेक्ट कैसे कह दिया कि रेंज -8 से +7 है? हम कैलकुलेट करेंगे तो यही रेंज आएगी, बट इस एग्जांपल से हमने कैसे कंक्लूड किया?
इस एग्जांपल से नहीं किया, मैं तो बस बता रहा था तुम्हें कि इट्स नॉट सिमेट्रिक. Okay, the 2's complement representation is not symmetric. You have one extra number in the negative side as compared to the positive side.
सर एंड वन मोर थिंग सर, जब हम किसी दो नेगेटिव नंबर्स को ऐड करते हैं तो हम उस वाले केस में भी सर एडिशन के बाद मोस्ट सिग्निफिकेंट बिट हटा देते हैं अगर हम 2's complement फॉर्म में ऐड कर रहे हैं. तो सर जैसे सपोज हम कोई नंबर ऐड करते हैं जिसका जो मोस्ट सिग्निफिकेंट बिट है वो 1 है, और उसके बाद कुछ जीरोस आ रहे हैं, तो अगर हम
हाँ
उसको भी हटा देंगे तो सर फिर वो जीरो जीरो के फॉर्म में बन जाएगा कुछ नंबर। सर सपोज वी ऐड -8 एंड -8।
या तो ऑब्वियसली 0 0 के फॉर्म में बन जाएगा, 1 को हटा देंगे उसके बाद तो वो सही नंबर नहीं है ना, वही तो बात कर रहे हैं हम यहाँ पे। हम दो नेगेटिव नंबर्स को ऐड करेंगे तो हमें पॉजिटिव नंबर मिल जाएगा, अगर नंबर ऑफ
अच्छा,
बिट्स हमारी सफिशिएंट नहीं है तो।
ओके सर। और वो हमने मतलब इसीलिए कह रहे हैं कि मतलब क्योंकि वो 4 बिट सिस्टम उसके लिए कंफर्टेबल, मतलब ओवरफ्लो हो
सफिशिएंट नहीं
जाएगा
है,
वहां पर।
सफिशिएंट नहीं है, हाँ ओवरफ्लो हो जाएगी।
ओके सर,
Okay,
ओके
so
सर।
another way of saying the same thing is that when you are adding, so we have already established that when we are adding positive and negative numbers, then it's not an issue. Okay, you will never get an overflow when you have positive and negative numbers. But when you have two positive numbers and you are getting a negative number as the output, okay, when you are adding two positive numbers and getting a negative number as the output, that means there has been an overflow. And when you are adding two negative numbers and you get a positive number as an output, then you are getting an overflow. Okay, another way of saying the same thing. Okay, you can set up a test like this also. ठीक है, is that okay?
यस सर।
So I've already shown you that for a positive number your incoming carry has to be 0. Okay, for the last bit. Okay, I have shown that to you. Similarly, for when you are adding two, let us say you are adding -8 and -8, your incoming carry here, okay, has to be what? क्या होना चाहिए वो? It has to be a 1. Okay, otherwise इस केस में नहीं होगी, लेकिन it has to be a 1, otherwise you will get an overflow. What are you going to get in this case? हमें क्या मिलेगा? हम इसको ऐड करेंगे तो 0 0 0 0. Obviously this is not the correct answer. Do you agree? हमें ये मिल रहा है ना 4 बिट्स में, हमारे पास 4 ही बिट्स है, remember that. We do not have more than 4 bits. So when you add these two numbers, what are you going to get? 0 0 0 0. Obviously that is not the correct answer. -8 and -8 are not zeros. Okay, or a little more, let us do a little more, -3 and -6. Let us do these two numbers, add these two. क्या हो रहा है? -3 क्या होगा? 0 0 1 1, 0 0 1 1 का 1 1 0 0 0 1. ठीक है, -3 is 1 1 0 1. Is that all right? सही है या नहीं यार? बताओ भाई कोई.
हाँ सर 1101
Yes, sir. सही है.
And this is going to be 1 0
10
0
1
1. So 1 0 0.
1 0 1 0. सही है ना? ठीक है,
1010 होना चाहिए सर.
हाँ वही तो लिखा है.
हाँ सर कोई 01 बोल रहा था.
Yes, sir.
हाँ. Okay, so if I add these two numbers, what do I get? 1 1 1 and obviously, ठीक है. So your final incoming carry, so please understand that your final answer should be a negative number when you are adding two negative numbers. So if you look at this, you already have two ones in the beginning. So if you want a 1 to be present over here, what do you want? You want the incoming carry to be what? 1. If you want to get a negative number, in this case obviously the incoming carry is not 1. Okay, which is expected because -9 cannot be represented by using 4-bit signed numbers. Okay, is that okay? So this is not the correct answer. You cannot get the correct answer using just 4 bits, which is understandable. Okay, so now let me give you 2 minutes. Can you please design a circuit for subtracting two numbers using adders? Okay, I want to subtract two 4-bit numbers. Okay, a minus b. Okay, I want to do this. So you have A3, A2, A1, A0. Everything is written in 2's complement representation. Please understand that. Okay, so B3, B2, B1, B0. Okay, by 2's complement means both the numbers are positive. Okay, both numbers are given to be positive to you, and I want to do A minus B. Okay, both numbers are positive. A and B both are positive, and I want to do A minus B. So obviously, when we are writing 2's complement representation, A3 and B3 are going to be 0. Okay, that is known to you. But even if it's not known to you, it's not an issue. Please understand that when we are we'll have one additional bit for the sign. Okay, so in this case also A3 is going to be 0. If this is a positive number, B3 is also a 0. Now if you want to do A minus B, how are you going to do it? Using adders. What is 2's complement? If I wanted to take these 2's so obviously when you are using adders, you have to convert this into 2's complement form. Okay, so B3, A will remain the same. B is going to be we are going to take 2's complement of B. Okay, so what is 2's complement? 2's complement कैसे लेते हैं हम? What is the algorithm for 2's complement?
Not ले लेंगे B का.
We take not of all the bits of B,
yes,
and then add 1 to it. Okay.
1 to it.
So another way of writing this is that you can do this plus and take bar of all these 4 numbers. Okay, plus a 1. Is that okay? Okay. I have taken bar of all the bits or complement of all the bits. Is that all right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and I have added 1 to it. Okay, so this is my A0. So I will take a complement of, let me do this, B0. Okay, I have taken complement here. Okay, what about my C0? जो in input carry है, what should that be? वो क्या होनी चाहिए इस केस में? पहले तो हमने उसको 0 ले रखा था.
1.
अब हम इसको 1 ले सकते हैं because we want to add this 1 anyway. Okay, we want to add this 1. So instead of 0, this is going to be 1. Okay, so we'll get S0 and C1. Now the C1 goes to here, and we'll have B1, A1, S1, C2, and similarly B2, A2, S2, C3, B3, A3, C4, S4. Okay? Is that okay? Is this number going to is this going to do A minus B? Assuming that you have no overflow. ठीक है? Obviously you are going to throw away C4. Okay, you are going to throw away C4, but C4 is going to play an important role. What is the important role that C4 is going to play? Although it is not useful to us as far as my result is concerned, because I am operating, my whole system is only 4 bits. Okay, so my any number, my result or anything cannot be greater than 4 bits anyway. So but it will play an important role. It will play an important role in telling me whether there has been an overflow. Should I give an output NaN or not? Okay, so what am I going to do here? If I want to write with if you want to generate an overflow output, how do I do that? I've already given you the algorithm just before this. क्या करेंगे हम?
C3 XOR C4.
Yeah, C3 and C4 should be identical to each other. If they are not identical, that means that there has been an overflow. So C4 से एक ले लिया. Okay, we take something from C4 and C3. Okay, incoming carry is C3 to this final addition, and outgoing carry is C4. we take a XOR of those two. Okay, and we call that output as overflow. Okay, overflow. So overflow is going to be 0 when there is no overflow. Please understand that when C3 and C4 are the same, then output is going to be what? Overflow output is going to be what?
0.
0. That means there is no overflow. If the output is 1, which will happen when C3 and C4 are not the same, as we have previously discussed, then then that means there has been an overflow, and we should throw away that number, or the program should give output NaN or something like that. Okay, not a number. Okay, is that all right?
Sir,
Yeah.
so can you explain why we have taken complement and added 1 in the initial step?
What is 2's complement of B? We have a number B3, B2, B1, B0. What is the algorithm that you apply for finding out the 2's complement of this number?
So first we will take the 1's complement and then add 1 to the result.
Yeah. What is 1's complement in case of binary numbers?
Sir, all digits will be subtracted by 1.
Or another way of saying the same thing is you can take the complement. You can take the complement of all the digits.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So 2's complement of B3, B2, B1 is B3 bar, B2 bar, B1 bar, B0 bar plus 1. Is that not?
Yes, sir.
वही तो किया हमने यहाँ पे.
Okay, sir.
ठीक है.
हाँ, sir.
Obviously it does not matter whether you do this one हम इसमें भी ऐड कर सकते हैं. Okay, because addition is whatever the property is called. I don't know what the names of these properties are. In any case, you can add this one to this. कोई फर्क पड़ेगा उससे? इस वन को अगर इधर ऐड कर दो या इधर ऐड कर दो या पहले करो बाद में करो, कोई फर्क पड़ेगा?
No,
Will it
sir.
make any difference? It would not, no. As long as we are doing the correct addition. Okay. So now if I wanted to modify this circuit, let us say I have an extra input X. Okay, an extra input is given to you. So if X is equal to 1, that means you should do subtraction of these two numbers. Can you see it? Yes. And if X is equal to 0, then you should do addition. Okay, we want to modify this circuit so that we have an additional input X. If that X is 1, then the circuit should do subtraction. If the X is 0, then the circuit should add those two numbers. क्या करेंगे हम? सब्ट्रैक्ट करने के लिए हमें ये वाला लॉजिक लगाना है. ओके, एडिशन के लिए हमें B को एज इट इज पहुंचाना है. Isn't it? We want to so what do I want? If my X is 0, if X is 0, B should go as it is. ठीक है? And if X is 1, then B should be complemented. This is the only situation. Okay, so how do I do that?
और जब x 0 होगा तब C0 भी तो 0 करना पड़ेगा ना.
हाँ, वो भी करना पड़ेगा. तो x को ये C0 को हम डायरेक्टली x लिख सकते हैं, है या नहीं?
हाँ सर.
है ना? Can we do that? Can we replace C0 by x? Because
Yes,
when we are adding, then C0 should be 0, and when we are subtracting, then C0 should be what?
1.
1. ठीक है ना? जब हम ऐसा ऐड कर रहे हैं तो C0 should be 0, तो वो x की वैल्यू 0 है उस समय. जब हम सब्ट्रैक्ट कर रहे हैं, then C0 should be 1, x is 1 at that time. Okay, so that is one thing. Another thing, let me give you a hint. If I do this, or instead of x, let me call this as p. Okay, if I XOR p with a 1, what do I get my output as? What is my output? if I XOR XOR P with a 1, what is my output?
P bar, P bar.
P bar.
P bar. ठीक है ना? And if I XOR P with a 0, what do I get?
P.
P. That is P bar and this is P. कुछ आइडिया मिल रहा है?
Yes sir, B और X को जोर करना पड़ेगा.
अब B और X को सबको जोर कर दो, सारे इंडिविजुअल B's को X के साथ जोर कर दो, तो क्या मिलेगा तुम्हें? इसको हटाओ सबको. So if X is the input, okay, X goes to C as well as to each of these XOR gates. Okay, and the other input of the XOR gate is B3, B2, B1 and B0. Is that all right? What is this going to do? If X is 0, agar X 0 hoga, assuming X is equal to 0, then what is this going to be? This will be 0. Okay, C0 is 0. What is this going to be when X is 0? ये क्या होगा? It will be B0, ये B1, B2 and B3. So this is a simple adder. Okay, this will add when X is equal to 0. This is going to add A3, A2, A1, A0 with B3, B2, B1, B0. Okay, and if X becomes 1, if X becomes 1, this is going to become 1 and this will be B0 bar, B1 bar, B2 bar, B3 bar, exactly as the circuit that we just drew before this, which was being used for subtraction. ठीक है? Is that okay? Okay, if anybody has a question, I'll answer that. Otherwise, we'll continue on next Tuesday. Others can leave if they want to, if they have a class. If they want to stay, that's fine. Yeah.
सर ओवरफ्लो का कंसेप्ट हम प्रैक्टिकली अप्लाई कैसे करते हैं कंप्यूटर्स में?
हाँ.
सर जैसा आपने बताया ना कि अगर सेकंड लास्ट कैरी और लास्ट कैरी सेम नहीं होगा तो मतलब ओवरफ्लो है.
हाँ.
सर मतलब ये ऐसे वर्क करता है क्या कि कंप्यूटर को गाइड करता है कि हर पर्टिकुलर चीज को कितनी बिट्स असाइन करनी है? ये एल्गोरिथम परफॉर्म करता है और उस रिजल्ट के बेसिस पे डिसाइड होता है कि कितनी हमें नंबर ऑफ बिट्स डिजाइन या
No. Every number is converted to the bit system of your computer. Okay, so for 64-bit numbers, all the numbers are written in 64 bits.
यस सर, बट सर लाइक हमने दो 64 बिट्स नंबर को ऐड किया और जो रिजल्ट आ रहा है वो 64 बिट्स से ज्यादा बिट्स रिक्वायर करता है.
हाँ, तो वो अलाउड नहीं है ना, तो वो ओवरफ्लो हो जाएगी, एन दे देगा वो.
अच्छा, और सर कुछ कंपाइलर्स या कुछ सिस्टम्स में वो नेगेटिव नंबर भी दे देता है ना?
हाँ, मेरा फोर्ट्रान का कंपाइलर दे देता है.
हाँ सर, C++ में भी नेगेटिव आ जाता है.
हाँ, तो वही बात है ना, अगर तुम पॉजिटिव, हमें पता है कि आंसर पॉजिटिव होना चाहिए, नेगेटिव आ गया तो दैट इज अनदर वे ऑफ द ह्यूमन टू नो दैट देयर हैज बीन एरर.
सो सर उस केस में जैसे हम दो पॉजिटिव नंबर्स को ऐड कर रहे हैं और वो ओवरफ्लो कर गया, तो वो जो रिमेनिंग नेगेटिव नंबर है वो उसको डिस्प्ले कर देता है और हमें पता चल जाता है कि दो पॉजिटिव नंबर्स का आंसर अगर नेगेटिव आ रहा है तो सर्टेनली ओवरफ्लो हुआ होगा.
हाँ, that I just told you, that is one way. Another way of applying the similar algorithm, that this is one way of doing it. Another way is that if you have some other way of saying that the number is positive or negative, so the final answer should obviously be if you are adding two positive numbers, if it's coming out to be negative, then it has been an overflow. Yeah,
okay,
that is another way of doing
Excuse
it.
me, sir.
Yeah.
सर एक बार वो थोड़ा सा सर फिर से बता दीजिए सर, वो लास्ट कैरी और सेकंड लास्ट कैरी से कैसे ओवरफ्लो का पता चल रहा है?
देखो, तुम पहले ये बात मानोगे या नहीं मानोगे, पहले पूछ लेता हूँ कि ओवरफ्लो तभी होगी जब हम दो पॉजिटिव नंबर या दो नेगेटिव नंबर्स को ऐड कर रहे हैं. हाँ या ना?
हाँ, यस सर.
ठीक है, आ गया समझ में?
हाँ, ये मान.
ठीक है, मान लिया. चलो, अब हमने दो पॉजिटिव नंबर्स हैं तो उनका लास्ट बिट में मोस्ट सिग्निफिकेंट बिट क्या होगा?
सर 0 का मतलब 0
होगा, 0 होगा.
यस सर.
इसकी आउटपुट कैरी क्या हो सकती है पॉसिबली?
सर मतलब 0 या 1।
नहीं, 1 नहीं हो सकती। 1 कैसे हो जाएगी?
हाँ 1 तो होगी नहीं, हाँ सर 1 तो होगी
1 नहीं हो सकती ना, क्योंकि इनपुट कैरी मैक्सिमम 1 हो सकती है। तो 1 0 0 मैक्सिमम, फर्स्ट के बेस्ट के सिनारियो में कैरी इसकी 0 ही रहेगी, आउटपुट कैरी।
यस सर।
ठीक है। और अगर 1 इनपुट कैरी आ गया, इसका मतलब क्या हुआ?
ये मतलब 4 बिट में वो नेगेटिव नंबर हो गया,
हाँ,
मतलब
नेगेटिव नंबर हो गया, तो इसका मतलब वो गलत है।
ओके सर, समझ गया सर पूरा।
आगे समझ में? ऐसे
Yes, sir.
ऐसे
Thank
ऐसे
you,
तुम
sir.
नेगेटिव के लिए सोच सकते हो।
हाँ
ठीक
सर,
है।
समझ गया सर, थैंक यू सर।
ओके ओके okay, then my son has done bye bye, so I am also going to do bye bye. Bye bye. Okay.
Thank
Thank you,
See you.
sir.
Thank you. Bye.